Welcome to a demo of Converse. Converse is a platform to enable companies to build their own conversational services using existing messaging networks. That might be using Slack for ChatOps-like services in this demo, or it could be for answering common queries on Twitter. It could be for dealing with e-commerce basket abandonment issues on a website, or even delivering support services in-app. It's a very flexible system that can be adapted to all sorts of use cases. So very quick demonstration here. What you're seeing here is me actually having a conversation, just getting a bit like a Slack bot, basically asking a series of questions so the system understands me better. And what you'll see is one of the things it can do is actually understand the context of the conversation, but I can also set my location so that it now knows to use that in future requests if it's appropriate. Just to demonstrate that now, if I ask it for what the weather is, I'm not specifying a location, so it's giving me the weather based on what it knows about me, or I can then ask it again based on on a particular location, and it will override that. So it's context aware of what it's actually doing. Just to expand on that a little bit more, for example, I could ask it a question like, I need to check the status of a flight, but without actually specifying the flight number. Now Converse recognizes it's got a missing piece of information it needs here, so it actually turns around and asks me a question. So I can put in the answer, and it understands the context of my answer and deals with it accordingly. Equally, I can specify requests actually giving more information, and as I've just done now, and because I've given it all the information it needs, it can actually just provide me the answer. Now I want to show you a slightly more complex example of that, where I'm looking for pizza in Times Square because I'm hungry. And in this particular example, I'm actually giving 3 different key pieces of information: the food I'm looking for, the location, and what time I'm looking for somewhere that's open. And Converse can actually track and understand all those, and actually then goes and executes the query to actually return that data. Equally, I could have just actually not mentioned the time or mentioned the location, and Converse could then actually ask me those questions accordingly. Converse isn't just a static set of questions and answers that need asked though. It can actually dynamically generate questions and the information that it needs based on the requirements as they actually move forward. And a good example, that's the movie query here. As you see, it's found me 47 results, so rather than give me all of them, what it's actually done is asked me to filter it, and all of these filters are dynamically generated based on the data it's got so far. So if I want to filter by genre, and then let's say I want a comedy movie, it's dynamically actually matching the potential genres from the set of data and actually putting them as the available list, not just in the text here, but actually in the validation of what it's looking for. So if action films weren't available and I said action, then it would actually reject that and ask me to try again. It now actually gives me a list of the matching movies that are comedy movies that are on in San Francisco tonight. And from here I can actually still drill down further by specifying a particular movie, because it's now looking for any of those, and gives me more information about it. Now, at every stage in this, the entire conversation has been dynamically regenerated based on the available data, so it's a very flexible platform to use. Hopefully that gives you a very quick start, an idea of some of the capabilities of the platform. There is much more information available on the blog about all the in-depth bits of how Converse works, and we look forward to seeing what you build with it.